I had a pee, but we should start the.
No, let's do it.
Let's sit down.
Let's sit down. Let's sit down.
Viewer discretion advised. The Pure Serious Podcast. Probably not PG.
Which we're never live.
Now we're live.
We're live? We're live. All right.
All right. Day trip.
I'm Day Trip.
I'm Diplo.
God, Diplo got ugly.
I don't even know how to respond to that. He's wearing cowboy hats. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I love this fucking setup. This is dope because now we can.
Nice, uses the master.
Now we
the
can. Well, no,
master
we can
keyboard.
pass, right?
That's okay.
If we like, if you have something
Dips
to look up, I don't want to do it. You can be our Nadav.
Nadav. The unsuccessful Jamie.
Yeah, right. I love how they had beef too, like both of them. Nadav had beef with Segura and Bert,
Oh, really?
and then he's still employed, and they bitch him out all the time. But yeah, I was saying before, I really wish I had like a hardware studio, because I was playing with the reactor blocks or whatever.
Yeah, I saw you doing
I was
that.
fucking with that, and that was fun and all. But I really miss the tactileness of like playing an instrument, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and like
the realness.
yeah, well, yeah, and like you could play a MIDI keyboard, but like it's still not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same as playing like a piano, right? Like it doesn't feel the same. It's not the same.
No, you can get a pretty nice hammer action keyboard, and it's
Yeah, but
pretty
there's still
close.
something about it where it's like it's not.
Yeah,
You know, it's not making the sound. You know, it's not the. And even playing a keyboard that does make the sound, people would argue is not the same as playing like a full on keyboard or piano. Sorry.
Oh yeah. No, of course.
You know, it's like, but yeah, I miss
Like the hammers and the
Yeah.
action of the piano. The
Yeah.
physical action.
in the acoustics about the piano too, right? Because it's not coming out of a speaker. It's actually the thing you're playing is actually making the sound, right? Like it's the hammers are hitting the strings, and
Yeah.
the strings make the sound, right?
Driving a manual car versus a
Yeah,
automatic car.
yeah.
Right.
It's something. There's just something to it. So I feel like it's the same with synthesis, where like I was watching after I played with that reactor block stuff. I was watching Deadmau5 fuck with his modular synth, and I'm like, like 90% of it is just fucking garbage static. But then all of a sudden, you know, you patch something in, and all of a sudden it makes something dope, and then you record it out, and then you base your entire song off of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish we had like that.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Even
would be nice.
yeah, even on the lower
$9.
scale, where you have like a synth, and then you hook like a guitar pedal in
I'm actually
for
pretty
distortion.
sure there's some cheap new ones that you can get. I don't know what they're called though. I think it would take me too long
Cheap
to look
new
it up.
ones like synths.
Little modular synthesizers that you can buy that are
Oh yeah, modular ones. Yeah, I think I'd be more interested to start, because the thing about little modular synths. Oh yeah, you mean like the Korg?
possibly.
There's one where it's like a keyboard and it has like a big panel.
No, it's something newer than that.
Oh, okay.
I can't. I
think that was
just saw
like
it
a
recently.
micro.
I should have saved it, but it's
Okay.
Facebook, or whatever, Instagram or something.
Yeah, because what you can do
I
is
don't
you
even
can
know where I saw it.
start buying the modules, and they're not
Yeah, and make
insane.
your own. Yeah,
like an oscillator is probably about $150,
that's not bad.
and you get like the block, like
Yeah.
the piece.
Yeah, you start from there, but you can spend thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Like Deadmau5's setup is fucking a
It's
fortune.
insane.
Yeah,
It's really nice though.
it's so cool. It's so organic too. Like those ideas.
Oh yeah,
It's like playing an instrument.
Yeah.
It's like playing an instrument where it's organic ideas and just fucking around until you get something cool.
No, the digital DAW thing is cool because it made it accessible to everybody and made things super easy, but there's still a part.
Oh, I wouldn't give it up,
Yeah.
but you miss that doing something.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
yeah.
saying that it's almost you need to have both.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think I'd probably go like right now, just because we're not rolling in it. The best way to do it would be to get like a synth, like a hardware synth, like just whatever, right? Even a small one, and then just start investing in like guitar pedals
Yeah,
and stuff,
that'd be fun.
and like used gear.
Yeah. That's a DIY kind of way to do it.
Yeah, and then you just patch it together the same way you would a modular synth, but it's still, you still got the synth and then the actual effects that you plug in, and then you just record it into your DAW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that wouldn't even be that hard. The synth is the most expensive part
now too, with whatever you've got. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Even if you just wanted to route your MIDI in through, or your even like Serum, you could end up running through some pedals.
Outboard.
I actually never had figured out how to do that.
To do which?
I think I was gonna route some distortion pedals because I didn't have any distortion plugins I liked.
Mm-hmm.
I do now. I have tons of them, so I kind of
wanted to do some but outside stuff would still be cool. What was the problem you were running into?
Well, I think the pedal was broken, so I just gave up.
Oh, I think you were getting input all right and output all right.
No, I wasn't getting anything.
But your output was going out, okay, obviously, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Then the pedal was turned on.
As soon as it hit the pedal,
anything?
I just stopped doing shit.
Yeah, I guess the pedal.
I think the pedal was broken because I seem to remember I plugged it into a guitar, and it didn't work. So I was like, oh, and then I just never did it. I just never did it. So I don't know how well it works. I'm sure it's dope.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably get some really cool. Sounds like that's how a talk box works, right? You would plug it through an external. One of those whatever that external effect chain is, that's how you do it.
Is that on the box itself?
No. The external effect thing is it's in Ableton. It's like the audio thing.
Yeah, so you can have it plugged into Ableton.
Yeah, that's what to tell it to pull an input from outside the box, right? Yeah. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, even if we just got a couple of pedals from somewhere, from a Long and McQuaid, or
like Behringer, they're kind of shitty. Like they don't last, but Behringer pedals are good enough.
Yeah,
they'll work. They'll probably only last a couple of years. They usually break, but whatever.
Yeah, do
they're
they
like
just
$20?
Stop working when they break? Or
Yeah, they just stop working. They're
typical Behringer.
Yeah, they're like $20 to $50 though.
Yeah, but that's what. Yeah, you get what you pay for, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. Though, is they last a couple years and then they die, but they work. And it's you start getting nicer pedals, and those are like $200 to $500.
Oh, easily.
Which is just fucking insane.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I wish we had Dad's board he made. That'd be sick. Because
cool.
I don't know if, I guess that was in Nanaimo.
Heard about it. I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, I was in Nanaimo. I was with him when he built it. So he has like all these pedals routed together already. Mm-hmm. So it's literally just a thing you can pick up and like plug your guitar into.
The fat rack, but for his guitar.
It's a fat rack, but analog. Mm-hmm. And you just step on it and it works. It's fucking awesome because it's all soldered together. Mm-hmm. It's a one piece that you put in a case and you bring it to your gig, right? So it'd be dope to have that on a synth.
Oh yeah.
Because then you can just fuck around. Like it's all done for you. You don't have to patch anything together. You just step on a pedal and it's doing its thing.
No
right?
lag either.
Yeah. I think you run into that a little more with the laptop.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't run into a lot of lag. Although with all the layers I've been doing, it's starting to happen.
Yeah, there's always a ceiling.
Yeah, because I'm doing like that song I just played in there was that main pluck was. There's 4 stereo layers that are full stereo, and then like 8 mono layers. So it ended up being like 12
but you
layers.
Bounced it, right?
Yeah, but during the project, it was a fucking disaster.
Yeah. That's when
it was running like 12 instances of Anna for one sound, and then there's there's probably a total of 100 tracks. So
Anna would kill my laptop for
really?
sure.
Anna's not bad.
I just think anything that runs through those authorization programs.
Those don't run in your DAW.
I don't know. It seems to take more CPU.
I think they're just take more CPU than Serum, but they take less CPU than like Reactor, like way less. I mean,
like even the plugins seem to take.
Really?
More.
Right?
Yeah, they seem to, but maybe that's just any plugin that's not Waves.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Really, is that like Serum's extremely low latency, for instance. As soon as you get into like Anna in itself, even if it doesn't run through Slate, I'm fairly certain it would take the same I would guess. I can't imagine that those iLok programs, because they don't run forever. What they do is they authorize and then close.
Yeah. I don't know. Seems like a
but who knows?
kind of thing.
Who knows? Anna's pretty low latency in relative to native instruments, though.
Yeah, for sure.
But most things are native instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking piggy. That modular blocks thing.
Yeah.
A whore. It's a
you would
whore
make
for
your
CPU.
sound in a project and then just
You'd
bounce
record
the
it
sound
out. Yeah. And it's really awesome. It's awesome. You should come around and try it.
Yeah, I
because
definitely
it's super fun. Because it's really volatile. You can change one thing and the whole fucking thing falls apart, or it makes something dope.
Have you tried just recording stuff out of it? Putting a
that's a
motorcycle.
I was like, what the fuck
welcome
is
to
that?
my life.
I thought it was feedback.
Yeah, no,
That's hilarious.
I'll be working in my studio and then just have to like stop and wait for like a parade of motorcycles to go by.
Yeah, I get that sometimes. The problem downtown is I'm on the 20th floor, so it's just this echo chamber. So I get really pissed off because they're so loud when I'm up in my apartment.
It's loud in the apartment, yeah, because it bounces around.
Yeah,
there,
but I was on the street and I heard two bikes go past, and I'm like, well, that's like half as loud as it is in my apartment.
Yeah, this place does
ridiculous.
that too. So if you have the windows open, the sound just travels and fucking.
It just gets fucking so loud. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, you were saying about.
I lost my train of thought.
I was saying you should come.
Oh yeah.
Try out
have you tried just like running that into like a distortion and an OTT and just recording?
Yeah, that's what I was doing,
on that
on the story. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I actually found out you can run driver in blocks.
Oh yeah.
So you could actually put it in the synth.
That I don't think I have that stuff. That's like updated native instrument stuff that I don't have.
You might.
I'm pretty sure I've looked for it before.
Yeah,
I've seen that stuff.
I know that I had it before I updated.
Yeah, but you're 2 ahead of me, I think.
Now I am. Before I was 1 and I had it.
Yeah, no, like you would have got it in your last one, and I don't think I have it.
Okay, but the thing was, is in the last one it kind of sucked. Like it wasn't.
Oh yeah,
it was fucking. It was annoying to use. It was super because I opened it up and I'm like, this is a nightmare. I don't even want to bother.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like the Wix of modular synthesis. You just you put things places.
As long
connect
as it works.
them. I had to do some research on how things connect, because there's words and phrases that I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm sure if you were in the modular synth world,
it's the same. I would have no fucking idea what any of it means, because it's a whole other world where you're like, you have to know what these things mean. Mm-hmm. There's a science to it. And any idiot can learn it. It's just, it's just learning a new language. It's like learning a new instrument. But to understand what it actually does is fucking.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, that's like knowing how your phone works versus
exactly knowing how to use it as opposed to knowing how your phone works. Right? Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. I just plug the gate into the gate and it does the thing.
It makes the noise.
Yeah,
the cool noise.
It's crazy. And then to take it a step further and put that in the box, because it's so random. Mm-hmm. It can do random things, but it's in a computer, so it's never actually doing random things, but it sounds random. Because computers never do random things. It's never actual random. Yeah. But it still does it. It still works. It's fucking weird. It's weird. But yeah, you wrote. I had to Google a video on how the a basic setup works, because you have to get it started first. And the funny thing is I was like, because I tried to do it without a video, and I was like, you just slap an oscillator in there and away you go. But you slap an oscillator in there and you generate a pitch. It literally plays one pitch, no volume control, and it plays one pitch based on the hertz it's set at. Mm-hmm. And that's it. That's what an oscillator does. It doesn't do shit. Yeah, it just generates the tone. Yeah, is all.
Well, then is there like a gain volume you can put?
Well, then you have to. Yeah, then you have to add a volume module and then an envelope module so that you can control.
Yeah, so you're building your synth.
Yeah, but I assumed in the beginning, I'm like,
it would be like Serum.
Where you just turn on the oscillator, it does the thing, right?
Steve did it all for you.
Yeah, exactly. So it was cool to go through that and understand how a synth actually works. Mm-hmm. Where it just generates a tone, and then the other modules end up you build on that, and then you start kind of shaping a sound.
Mm-hmm. You said you wanted to build one of those one day, right? So
fuck
probably
that'd be so fun.
Background work for that.
That'd be so fun. Just to build it.
Mm-hmm. Well, just yeah.
Even just to put it together would be a blast.
Mhm.
It's not fucking IKEA furniture, you know. It's
Definitely not.
It's like fixing a car.
Shit's custom.
Yeah. My shit's off the rack. Literally, serum's off the rack now.
Totally
That's
is.
what that is.
Oh well, yeah, but like 90% of music is built with it now.
Thank God,
90% of
man.
electronic music
Thank God. I started with that shit.
with Serum.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was my first synth.
Yeah, well, mine was massive.
No,
but
yours would have been massive.
the first one that I really got into was Serum. Serum was a game changer.
Well, yeah, Serum just put it into a way you could visualize it, and then every other synth, you're like, okay, I can kind of figure out
Yeah.
what
It was
this does now.
The template.
Yeah,
Almost.
because I struggled with Massive so hard because I had no fucking
There's
idea what
no
it was
visual
doing.
keys.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you have to figure out what all these knobs do, and they all look the same.
Yeah, we're bitching, and meanwhile, Noisia is like,
Yeah, or anybody who uses analog gear.
yeah,
Try figuring that out.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
without using a DAW.
fuck. Talk about that though. Did you see? Fuck, I can't remember the channel it was on. It was on a YouTube channel, but it was an old interview with Noisia.
Hmm.
It wasn't computer music. It was some other fucking. I can't remember what channel it was, but it was you should watch it. It's a video with Noisia, and they probably spend 20 minutes together. Like, it's really short, but it's literally just him talking about making shit from scratch, like drums and like and like synths and stuff, making things from like the bottom up, where he makes a snare, and he goes into the depth of making a snare, and he literally bought books on how a snare makes a snare sound.
Yeah, literal sound engineering.
Yeah,
stuff,
exactly. Yeah,
audio
it's
engineering
wild.
stuff.
You're listening to this dude talking. He's literally a sound genius. He's literally spent his life just figuring out how things work. Just crazy. I should do that.
Studying sound.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I want to make a snare. I should figure out how it works. Meanwhile, I'm just like, oh,
How does it
open
work?
up my DAW.
YouTube, tell me how it works.
Yeah. It's wild. It's a whole different game now. Yeah, that was cool though. Anyways, I'm out of steam.
Out of steam. I need to get water. Can we pause for a sec?
Yeah, sure.
Or
I'm
whatever.
not going to pause, but
Keep talking.
cut. Dead air. Can you get me water?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Glasses would probably help.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a long thought. It was a big thought.
Big thoughts.
Big thoughts. All I have are negative thoughts. Oh, that shit's fucking funny. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to. Yeah. No. I didn't. Nothing was. Yeah. Nothing was exciting this week, so I have like nothing to talk about.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying.
It was a dull one.
Especially when you have to work too.
Well, I'm just fucking amazed. I haven't heard anything about Kanye yet.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard shit. It's been so quiet.
I can speak on that because like it was, he released a song the day after he said he would run for president.
Did he?
It was either the day after or the day before.
I think it was the day before.
Yeah, okay, it was the day before. So you done that already? Huh?
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. That's how I drink water.
Yeah, he released a song the day before.
You might
He
want to bring
said
it up a bit.
He wanted to run for president. So it's a publicity stunt.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
But the
he
president
missed,
is a publicity stunt.
well,
Like,
yeah,
for anybody.
well, yeah. But he missed the deadline to sign up in like key
For
states.
most of the states. Yeah.
key states.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
a joke.
It is. The funny thing that I noticed, the only thing that I really know about it is that I noticed that and I know Kim Kardashian has made these posts before, these political stances and stuff. But now all I'm seeing from her is these political stances on like, on worldwide issues.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So she's already gearing up to be first lady material, which is, can you fucking imagine? Can you imagine
Yeah.
keeping up with the Kardashians while she's the first lady?
Oh yeah,
Let's
that's a good point.
let's
You know
just
what? I could
think about
I could
that.
totally see him doing it. I just don't think it's comparable this year
Oh no, I mean,
or whatever. Yeah, this year because it's November, right? The elections happen.
yeah, I'm not gonna say it's not possible though, because
Yeah, well, you never know.
2020. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, literally. Yeah, no, just think about that, though. Just think about Kim Kardashian being the first lady.
I could see it. It would make them so famous, obviously. But
Oh, obviously. I mean, they're
already
already...
famous.
I don't know, like, can you get famouser?
Well, yeah, because the world would know her then.
That's true, I guess.
Right? Like, I'm sure
You think the
lot
world
of people
doesn't
around,
already know her?
I'm sure a lot of people around the world watch the Kardashians, but when you're the first lady of the United States, like, then you're in the history books.
Her as the first lady. That's a fucking weird image to me.
Yeah,
It
but
was
she's
weird to
already
me.
like kind of. It's like Ivanka Trump now, but one that actually does things.
It would be she'd be a lot more interesting.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
that's what I'm saying. Is like, well, yeah.
But at some point, when does this like
when do we all realize that it's just a game?
yeah. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is like, when do we realize that the presidency is becoming a TV show?
After Kim Kardashian becomes the first lady.
Exactly. Because Trump was the one where everyone was like, okay, this is getting a little fucking, this is getting a little Hollywood. And then,
Well, it was always Hollywood because who was it? Reagan was an actor.
yeah, but mostly just like in the sense where it's so ridiculous it seems like a sitcom.
Yeah,
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And
You mean
it's-
it actually got
Where it
got that
becomes a
ridiculous.
TV show. So like, and then all of a sudden this Kanye thing happens and you're like, okay, this is for real becoming a sitcom. or not a
Yeah.
sitcom, but like a reality TV show.
Everything's got to one up itself, though, right?
Exactly. Yeah, everything's just got to get crazier and crazy, and that seems to be what's driving 2020. Is that like, oh, this is crazy?
I know, it's
Just wait
so
till next
bad.
month.
The aliens.
Yeah, yeah. We breezed past that right quick.
Which
The whole as soon as COVID hit, they were like, aliens are real, and like the government released like these.
Well, that was interesting because Rogan had that guy on,
Yeah.
right, with the Tic Tac
Yeah,
fucking ship.
yeah.
And then now it's finally
3 days
they're
later,
just
it was
like,
like
well, not 3 days, but 3 months later, actually. No, it was longer than that. It was summer last year that was he had him on.
Yeah, that's a different
So-
guy, I think, than though, because when
Commander Fravor.
yeah, because when the lockdown happened, they released like images or whatever
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like, UFOs and shit.
Similar images. They were
Yeah.
all off military scanning
Yeah.
things. Yeah, but that's why they created Space Force, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like they're acknowledging
Well,
this shit now, and they're
Space
like,
Force. No, Space Force was Trump's thing, and he wanted to build up defenses just in case.
yeah, but it's they wanted to be exploring space and shit like that too.
Obviously,
they're
yeah.
looking towards the future, which is actually like everybody made fun of Space Force when it first happened, but like now it's a thing, and they just launched 4 secret satellites via SpaceX.
Yeah, Space Force makes sense. The thing is that they pitched it as a space defense mechanism.
Yeah, which I'm sure is part of it.
That's it's part of it. But
It's not that insane because if you want a missile defense, you want it above your.
yeah, but
like, you
they
wanna know what's
debunked that
going
you
on.
can't launch missiles from space.
Well, right now
Yeah,
you
I
can
guess.
drop a missile from space and have it activate when it hits the atmosphere.
Yeah, but then what?
Well, then a targeting system comes on and blows the missile. that it's at.
No, I watched.
The thing is technology is consistently advancing. So sure, maybe 6 months ago you couldn't do that, but it doesn't mean that they're working on it and in 2 years they will be.
No,
able to
but
do
like,
that.
how do you know what you're defending if nothing can do it?
What
How do you
mean?
know how to build up a defense against something that doesn't exist?
No.
Is what I'm saying.
I'm saying is if a nuke was coming from Russia, a regular nuke,
Yeah.
and they had a defense system in space, it could spot it before anything on Earth could.
Sure,
And then
surveillance, absolutely.
and then drop a bomb that would fall from space because it would just you
Yeah.
could shoot it so it would fall towards the Earth. Once it hit the atmosphere, computers would kick on.
There's a
targeting
reason-
system turns on, shoots the nuke out of the sky.
There's a reason you can't. There's a reason, and I can't. I wish I remember because this was so long ago. But there's a reason that you can't drop things from space into the atmosphere. There's a reason, and I can't
Well,
remember.
the
I wish I
dude did that for Red Bull.
What?
They shot him up into space, and he was on like a space plank board or whatever, and he jumped off of it into the atmosphere.
He went through the atmosphere.
Yeah, he parachuted from space. This Red Bull did this
What?
like years ago.
That doesn't
Yeah.
even make sense.
Yeah, they put him just above the atmosphere in a spacesuit.
How did he parachute then? There's no gravity.
I don't know.
Doesn't
Maybe
make
it wasn't.
sense.
Maybe it wasn't that far.
I'm
It was
confused.
fucking high up there.
No,
though.
that's okay.
It was. Yeah, this was like.
Yeah,
Probably
I think I vaguely
several
remember
years
that. He was
ago.
like on a platform. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
platform
Yeah,
in space.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even know how they did it,
Yeah.
but
I don't know. I watched. I think it was fucking. It might have been Neil deGrasse Tyson. I can't remember. And who knows? He's full of shit all the time. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. But there was a thing where someone was talking about how you can't. It doesn't work like that. But again, you're right. It could get to a point where it does work like that.
Yeah, I feel like they can't be that far off with the shit that they do.
It's true.
With
it's possible.
I
don't know.
The Dragon,
shit, though,
the Dragon thing docking with the space station, SpaceX Dragon.
Yeah, they've always been able to dock with.
Well, no, but this is like the Crew Dragon. It's literally like it launches up, let's go, and then goes to the station.
I think that's standard.
Well, it's a new one that's like.
I'm sure it's better.
Yeah, like computer
it's all computer
driven.
driven.
It drives itself probably.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Actually, most rockets do.
Yeah.
Even the old ones did.
But still, docking with another ship by itself that's something. Yeah.
Docking.
That's hard. Docking.
Yeah, docking.
That's difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, the whole landing again is crazy too. So who knows, right? But I wasn't sure. It just, I think, in terms of surveillance and space exploration, it makes a lot of sense. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? And why not be a strong force up there immediately? Because it's much harder to or it's a lot easier to take airspace when there's no one else up there. As soon as someone establishes themselves up there, it becomes very difficult to kind of root that out. So if you do it first,
imagine if China did it first.
Well, exactly, right? Or Russia, which I doubt. More like China would be, which is weird.
Although I don't know. I think Russia has a better space program.
That's what I was
going to
say. I was just going to say, but they might just want you to think that.
Yeah, of course, Chinese propaganda.
Well, who knows? Maybe China's just supplying Russia's space force completely.
Yeah,
false flags.
I feel like Russia's a little bit more proud than that. They
Yeah,
still
I
have the
think so
60s era thing where they're like, oh, we need to be.
Russia's always been into space, which is kind of weird.
It's because they're crazy.
Yeah, must be.
It's like testing
Crazy
super
Russians.
soldiers and stuff like that.
That was Cuba.
Well, yeah, Cuba, but I'm pretty
Cuba
sure
was
Russia
doing
did it too.
Yeah, because Cuba was selling their science to Russia back in the Cold War. They
course.
were like, make super soldiers with this. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if Russia was still doing that.
Of course. Well, they did it in the Olympics, remember?
That'd be so cool.
The Sochi, or not the Sochi Olympics. Was it the Sochi? The one before the Sochi? They got booted out of the Sochi Olympics.
That was the most.
But yeah, they were
No,
cheating.
not the most recent. Was it the most recent Winter Olympics? I thought it was.
Yeah, it might have been. No, I think, because they got booted for one. So they were.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The one before is the one they cheated.
Right, and then they got caught.
Out of the,
and then they got booted out. Yeah. I bet you if they started making super soldiers, how long do you think they'd live? Probably not long, hey?
I don't know.
I feel like if you're maxing out, like you're fucking 100% like superhuman, I feel like something would give out quicker. Like your heart.
Maybe, unless they really did it right and you're just
Barry.
biologically
Bionic man.
You're just bionic Barry.
Barry. I just feel like you something would just give out, like it's the same as like steroids, something happens.
Yeah, but isn't I mean, there's obviously negative effects to steroids, but
steroids are good for you.
Well, they are in a lot of cases,
yeah.
But isn't that just like injury from steroids that you just hurt yourself because you're going too hard?
Maybe, but I it's got to have some effect on your organs.
But I think steroids are pretty good these days. They're like, you can use them for plenty of beneficial things.
That's a good point, though. Maybe
again,
like now it's just it's bad just because you overexert.
Yeah, because you push yourself too hard.
Although there's a kid from my high school or actually a group of people from my high school who got heavy into steroids.
Well, at a young age.
And they're having some problems.
Yeah, well, that will fuck. Yeah, that's
fucking with your hormones when you're young, right? Your hormones are really important when you're young because you're using them to grow, right? So if you fuck with them while you're growing,
that's not what they're for.
What are they for? To get your dick hard. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. I'm
just a regular white human.
Very well versed in the steroid industry.
White man.
I definitely think the steroids now are better than the steroids they had in the 80s, though.
Most things are better now than they were in the 80s.
Yep.
Except for cocaine.
Yeah.
I feel like cocaine was probably better in the 80s. Kind of like a weed thing where it's just more natural, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how that works. I was just thinking about, like, you know how they do weed-infused cookies?
Cocaine-infused cookies?
Cocaine-infused cookies.
That'd be a nightmare.
Well, I mean, they made cocaine-infused drinks, so you could probably make cocaine-infused
I
cookies.
wonder how that works. You have to, like, you're literally ingesting coke, because I feel like that's probably not the best way to do coke, is to ingest it.
But it works because
I'm sure it works.
Like, you chew the cocoa leaves, so
yeah, but that like
it's
gets
just
in
how
your
you
gums
process.
and shit. If you're just drinking,
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Apparently, it worked though.
well, it has to have worked. I feel like it's probably the best way for you to do coke, because your body filters it out.
Yeah, yeah.
You just have to do a lot more.
You have to do a lot more.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yeah, right? That's why people just snort it. I wonder what that's like. I thought Joe Rogan said he did like a coca leaf tea,
Yeah, I think so.
and he said it was just like caffeine. It was just like a woo.
Yeah, it's probably better for you. Than
Yeah, they
caffeine
were
in that
debating that it might be better for you than caffeine. It's just doing coke tea.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be if it's unprocessed.
Yeah.
Don't know enough about cocaine.
Yeah. We haven't even used our fucking Google
Our
thing
Googly
yet.
thing. Well, you could.
But we're probably only like 20 minutes in.
We are definitely. This hasn't been that long.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
That's longer than I thought, actually.
Yeah, I had some silly things to talk
Some silly
about, but
things?
they're not. It's not that.
Spotify UK is no longer using the term urban. Thank you. I was literally thinking about that recently.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that
was
okay?
always one term that I was always on the fence about. That I'm just like, that doesn't sound.
Well, urban
like,
doesn't make sense. I
Yeah,
didn't even
yeah,
know
it
what
doesn't
urban
make sense
meant
at all. But
until
like,
I was like probably like 14 or 15 when
Yeah.
people referred to urban. I was like, you mean the city?
yeah.
That's what I thought.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. That's what it should be used as, right?
But-
urban area is a city area.
Yeah, like urban people. I was like, so like people who live in the, like
Yeah.
us, we're urban. So like, I don't know.
African Americans, aren't they like jungle people? Would that, would that
That's
be
so bad.
That's worse than urban,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
Yeah, it didn't make much sense to me though. It's not. It's a nonsense word. But I knew that it had a negative connotation now. So, and I saw that Spotify
Well,
was using it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people were using it.
A lot of
I don't
people were
think
using it. iPhone uses it.
Most people didn't think it was bad.
When you upload music, because Amber was playing music in the car and it had a
Playing
screen.
urban music.
It all said urban music. Everything said urban music because it was all like
Well, if they're trying to use a blanket term,
Yeah.
so they can fit as much in there as
exactly.
possible.
So it was like hip hop, electronic music. It was all labeled under
Really?
urban. Yeah, it was all. Most of it was urban
Well,
music.
that would say that it's not that racist of a term because, I mean, I guess, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but the racist part was it said urban music, and then it had this picture of a black lady with a white lady smiling, and that
Aunt
seemed.
Jemima.
Yeah, well, no, it
Wait,
just
wait,
seemed
wait,
like.
black and white.
Yeah, it just seemed like,
Well,
hey,
that's
we're friends.
promoting-
Urban.
Yeah, but that's
Yay.
promoting diversity.
It all seems like a joke to me. I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
it is.
It's all a fucking joke.
It all gets
It's
pretty
all a
wonky now.
joke. People take words too seriously now.
Words.
Because, like, I'm kind of with you where it didn't, like, I didn't know. So it wasn't, like, a big deal. I don't know. Nothing bothers me. Words don't bother me, ever.
Yeah.
Words never bother me.
Cracker.
Yeah, no, and that's not that bad. But, like,
Well, it's only
words.
not bad because you don't know the history of it.
Yeah, but I mean, okay.
Yeah, I get it. But it's also
Like, oh,
'cause-
no.
It's also because you're white.
My liver is failing now. I might die. Like, it's a fucking word. Who cares?
Yeah. But
Move
there's a difference. Exactly.
on.
There's a difference between that.
Move on. So,
Sticks and stones, bruh.
yeah, like, didn't you ever fucking say that as a kid? You know, like, just get over it. I understand that there is.
The bottom line is people need more stones thrown at them.
Yeah, and the bottom line also is that, like,
Real ones. Heavy
people need to learn
stones.
how to move on. Like, there's
Oh, yeah.
there's actual physical harm, like actual sexual harassment is horrible. Actual racism where people get hurt, and like this shit is real. But like urban, I mean,
Well, they could definitely come up with a better word.
they could come up with a better word. But again, aren't there bigger battles?
Oh yeah.
And this is just a PR stunt at this point, because
Oh, yeah,
nobody.
for some of it.
I can't imagine a lot of people complain to Spotify.
I can.
You think so?
I could see it.
You don't think they just did this so that they could post it
I mean, maybe.
and
but
be like, "Yeah, we changed. We don't use urban anymore." Everybody
if
follow
we
along with
both
us.
noticed it and we wouldn't complain about it, a bunch of people who would
That's a good
complain
point.
it probably
That's
noticed
a good
it.
point. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. That's the theme
Oh,
of this
yeah.
episode. We're gonna
theme
call
of
it that. I
all
don't know
the
what I'm talking
episodes.
about.
We need to double down on the fact that we're definitely not pure genius.
Yeah,
and
we're
that
not.
it's
Yeah.
completely
It's
sarcastic.
absolutely satirical. I'm gonna say that right now.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, not actually
I
pure
wanted
genius.
to talk to you about that. Like, yeah, we'll talk about it off air, but like some branding ideas and things. Yeah, things we need to do.
Okay.
I don't have any ideas. We need to come up with some.
That's the whole conversation.
Yeah,
I don't actually have any ideas.
We need to think of some ideas.
I'm just bitching.
We need to create some ideas.
Stu-
Speak some into existence.
That's funny.
Right.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm on both sides of that. I'm gonna close out that topic and
urban?
say, yeah, I don't know.
How about just call it music?
Black people.
Well, what are we talking about though? The music or the people?
Well, that's the thing, is that there's no need for a term for music. There's no need.
Well, there kind of is.
What for?
Because you got to be able to genretize things so people can
Hip-hop.
find it easier.
Electronic music.
Yeah, they should have stuck.
It's already
with
there.
that.
It's
They
already
should have
there.
Stuck with that.
You don't
But
need to
they're
call
trying-
it urban music.
Yeah, no, they were. Yeah, they're trying to do a Beatport situation.
But again, hip hop, rap,
Well, yeah,
you know, trap. There's already the genres there. They already exist. Why would you need to make new ones
to
or make
further
different ones?
categorize
Yeah, like
it,
it's
I guess.
But there's, you know how many fucking subgenres there are?
Yeah,
There's trillions. There's country subgenres that we don't
yeah.
even know about.
thank God.
Yeah, right. But for real, like, it's just, there's already enough.
Yeah,
There's already enough.
yeah. Spotify fucked up.
Yeah.
They used a bad word.
I still think they would have changed it without, so that they can be frontiering, because a lot of services still use the word urban, and I feel like Spotify in a time like this
They're like,
wants
we
to
wanna
be
first.
woke. They want to be first, and I feel like they might be doing it as a PR stunt.
Maybe. I don't know if it's a PR stunt. Everything's a fucking PR stunt when you're
Yeah,
a
that's
company
true.
like that. I think
Post it
they're just
on the
doing.
internet.
I mean, if they didn't change it, they would have eventually got in trouble. So why not just change it?
Yeah, probably.
Everybody's going to do this now, right? It's not whether who's first. Everybody's going to hire some guy, some consultant to come in and be like, okay, look at all of our shit and tell us what we're doing wrong, because there's
Ooh,
probably something.
I bet you consultants are high in demand
Oh, yeah.
these days.
I should be. I'm not black enough for that.
You wanted to be
Tell people how they're being racist.
that show. What was that show with that dude? that
House of
black
Cards?
dude? Yeah, House of,
Yeah.
No, not House of Cards. That's
No,
that's
not House
the
of Cards. House of
Kevin Spacey one.
other something.
House of Cars. That used car lot.
Let's just make shit up.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, no,
It's a good. It
I
was
can't remember
good for
either.
the first season. and
Yeah,
then it
the
was
second and
just-
third was
yeah.
just like, let's just show obscene sex
Don
scenes.
Cheadle though. It was Don Cheadle and Kristen
Yeah,
Bell.
yeah.
And host of.
I forgot
something.
Kristen Bell was in that. Was she?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She was good in it.
She's good at most things.
Yeah, she's good, talented.
Yeah.
This
I didn't know she sang.
I didn't know that either.
She sang in Frozen. She was the
Oh, wow.
she was
Oh,
the main
yeah, I did
character
hear
or
that.
whatever.
Yeah, I did hear that. That's crazy.
I didn't fucking know that at all.
Yeah. Just that's multi-talented.
That's
people,
crazy.
though.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
It's dope. I wish I
found
had
that-
that many talents.
Yeah, right. I found that I'm like, what? Like what? What's this?
The UK has decided to have socially distanced music venues.
What does that mean?
Well, I assume.
What does that look like? Is that a picture of it right there?
I assume so.
Can I pull
but
that
it's
up?
a painting.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an article on edm.com, so I guess you could pull it up.
could I? Yeah, I probably could.
Yeah, pull it up.
Let's do it. We're testing out new gear here. Well, not new gear, but a new
New
setup.
setups.
So bear with us, guys. I'm gonna figure this out. Just gonna close my porn real quick.
Just gonna explode.
What's your EDM or EDM.com?
Fuck. This is the. You don't have AirDrop.
What's the article?
That's the.
Oh, I don't want that. Okay.
Yes, you do, because it'll be harder to find.
Let's do it.
Just UK socially distanced venue.
This keyboard is not.
Yeah,
That's-
it's not the greatest. Yeah, the Bluetooth keyboard technology is subpar.
Yeah, I'm not getting.
Just type it into the URL.
Yeah. Okay. Sad. We're not good at this yet.
edm.com/events/UK-socially.
There might be some typos here.
Yep.
Fuck me.
Yes.
News. Was it in
Just
news?
search for socially distanced venue.
I tried that.
On EDM though, on their site.
How do you do that? Oh, here we go. Still nothing.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, wait. This looks sort of like it. It's a different article.
it is a different article.
Handy, right? This is dumb. I'm annoyed.
So yeah, Newcastle, I guess.
Cool.
is,
Yeah, I kind of want to, but
I don't think there is a picture.
yeah.
It's on Twitter. Nope. Yeah, there's a picture on Twitter. Oh, it's Virgin. Virgin
Mobile?
No, Virgin Money. Unity area.
Yeah, that's still Virgin Mobile though.
It's
See, that's the
definitely
same
Virgin.
logo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Dude's so rich.
Yeah, who is that dude? That dude's a
Virgin?
dude. He's a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy who likes to paraglide.
Yeah.
And jump out of
he's a loony.
airplanes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's really good at all of his things.
Yeah, right? Like, and he makes I read something about him not too long ago.
Billionaire philanthropist.
Yeah. No, I was pretty interesting.
So yeah, I guess it's just
what's that
you're
look like?
gonna
So you just get
socially
ticket
distanced.
prices?
It's gonna be like Bert Kreischer's comedy things.
Yeah, where you drive
you
in.
you get a little spot.
Oh, really?
for
Because
you
he
and
was
your
just doing
crew.
drive-ins where you
Yeah.
just drive in and, and you
this
stay in
is-
your car.
well, yeah, this isn't going to be drive-in, but
No.
you get a little spot to hang out in.
Ticket prices are going to go way the fuck up, though.
Oh yeah,
That'll
just
be
like everything.
that'll be too expensive for anyone normal to enjoy.
Well, no, because the company has to make money, but yeah, they're going to want to try to get everybody there as possible because people don't want to travel.
Yeah.
So they're going to it'll have to be a middle, but it will definitely be more expensive than it was in the past.
Well, they'll have to, right? Like,
Well,
even just to
everything.
break even, right?
Everything's going to be so much more expensive.
Everything already is.
It's so silly.
Groceries, stuff. I really want a new audio interface. I totally forgot we had a mixer though, so we can get
Yeah.
a 2 input one or 2 output one, which is cool. I didn't think about that, but I still don't want to spend fucking $300 on one. COVID-19 safety ignored.
I'm so sick of COVID, all of the COVID things.
Ibiza government thanks NHS workers with free 2021 Ibiza holiday.
Word.
Come catch COVID over here.
Word. No, I think they're pretty much COVID free though.
Ibiza?
Ibiza? I don't know.
Why would they be COVID free?
Because there's nobody there.
Why is there nobody there?
Because it's
Just Saudi
a small
princes?
little island.
I guess Saudi princes don't live there. They
No,
just
they live in Saudi Arabia.
have a house there.
Maybe they probably just visit there. I don't want to look up anything COVID. I don't care.
No, COVID? I'm sick of COVID.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
super
COVID.
sick
I
of
don't
COVID.
want to know how COVID.
I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of
Yeah.
hearing about it. I'm sick of running into problems because of it. I hate it.
Yeah, can we cancel COVID already?
I want to the cancel culture get on COVID.
Get your fucking shit
Get your
together.
shit-
Cancel COVID.
priorities.
Yeah, get your
Fucking
priorities in
orities.
a loop.
Well, that's the whole the cancel culture is out of control right now because of COVID.
Oh yeah,
Everybody's so fucking bored,
same.
including me. I'm becoming it's very hard to get inspiration these days
Oh yeah,
for music. Like very, very,
for the
very
creative
difficult.
side,
Because I'm not doing
100%.
anything. How do you get inspiration when you don't even fucking leave your house?
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough. I hate it. And it's starting to settle now. It's been long enough where people are like,
Over it.
I think they've forgotten what regular life is now. Because I'm starting to forget. I don't really know what it feels like anymore.
What do you mean?
What regular life felt like before all this. I don't even really remember what that felt like. Not for real. I remember what it looked like,
Kind of.
but I don't remember what it felt like.
It's considerably less annoying.
Yeah, but what's that? No, I just mean like it's starting to settle now where
Oh, yeah.
everyone's starting to realize, well, nothing's happening. I'm still cooped up in home.
Oh, it's about to get worse when summer ends.
Yeah, the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although I guess
I think
Oxford had some breakthroughs.
Did they?
with the vaccine.
Yeah, there was someone in Scotland, believe it or not.
Yeah, I believe it.
And India. India was in people testing, I seem to recall.
Yeah, same with this Oxford one. It's apparently you get double the protection from the COVID.
America's like, India's doing it, but we're doing it better.
No, UK.
Oh, Oxford. I was thinking
yeah,
the
UK,
University of
yeah.
Oxford, right, which is UK as well.
Mm.
I'm just an idiot. I don't know why I thought the States.
That's where, Oxford, the university.
I think I was thinking. I was thinking of fucking Harvard. It's the
Yeah.
it's the erd at the end.
That's the American Oxford.
Yeah. No, that's cool though. Still though, white people.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just fucking around.
Well, me and Ashley were talking about it. Like, what if China had the first
China?
vaccine?
Yeah, a lot
Would you take
a
it?
lot of people were saying that.
I wouldn't take it from China. Fuck you.
That was the big
No, I'll wait till the U.S.
debate.
comes up
Yeah,
with a
that was the
vaccine.
big debate. Was like, because I heard a lot of that when the lockdown first happened, because everyone was panicking for a vaccine. So that was a big topic, and a lot of podcasts were saying, "Yeah, what if China comes up with it? Like, are we going
Well,
to
then
take it?"
you just know that they did this.
Yeah,
You're
right.
like,
And that's
we
why
have a vaccine.
they wouldn't publicize it, because it would be a nail in the coffin. You'd be like, okay, so you have the vaccine too?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
I
I would trust the UK vaccine probably the most.
trust an Indian vaccine. They're pretty nice people. They're a good country.
Yeah, they're really nice.
India?
They're
They
nice
don't do
to
shit.
other people.
They don't do shit.
They're nice to everybody who's not in their country.
Yeah, that's true. But they have a lot of people. They're doing their
Yeah.
best.
Yeah,
They are technically
Insane
a
amount
third
of
world
people.
country, aren't they?
I don't know.
Again, I'm just some fucking white male
I just know
talking
that
shit.
Microsoft owns a lot of it.
India?
Well, they just own a lot of land in India.
Oh. They own India.
They own India.
That'd be wild.
Bill Gates actually owns India.
That wouldn't surprise me. I'd be like, yeah, why not?
Bill Gates
Bill
is
Gates.
the deep state, and he just owns India.
Do you really believe all that?
What, deep state?
Just that Bill Gates is sinister?
No.
I don't believe that.
I mean, maybe, but
Well, first of all, proof, please. That's something that's really been bothering me, is what people call proof these days. What proof is?
proof. He's rich. It's proof.
Yeah, or like I Instagram messaged you a story I had, and that's proof now.
Oh, yeah.
They call that proof.
Yeah.
That's proof. Proof of sexual harassment is
This is evidence.
It's
well,
like
wait, maybe that's the sneak around. Is it proof, not evidence? Because evidence would make it real.
Yeah,
proof
evidence
just
is-
makes it
no,
possibly.
it is at first referred to as evidence, but they use it as proof of sexual harassment.
So they are using stories on Instagram as
Yes.
evidence?
Yes.
Oh, well,
They're condemning people because
Shoots
someone
that
sent
theory
in a
shit.
message. Someone sent in a message of the story they had. And everyone's like, well, you can't make this shit up. Why not? Why the fuck not? I make shit up all day, every day. That's
your
what music
argument?
making
you
is.
can't make this shit up?
You can make shit up all the time.
Bro, you couldn't make up 90% of 2020.
Fuck no.
Fuck all of that.
Fuck no. Or like, that's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You can't make that shit up. It's like, it's a movie, bro.
Yeah.
He did make that
He
up.
just did.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that bothers me a lot. It bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The internet is silly these days.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about fucking that either, though.
No, I know. It's so sad.
Ugh. All the topics we could talk about are just like, nothing's fun or happy anymore.
No, since COVID.
Yeah.
It's quite sad.
No inspiration. Nothing to talk about. That's why I've been mixing. I'm getting really disillusioned because I'm coming up with zero original ideas lately for music. So I become really disillusioned, and like I internally beat myself up because I'm like, oh, you just don't come up with anything original. You're not creative, blah blah blah.
Yep, I feel you.
And so I've been recycling old ideas. And I'm like, well, I came up with this. Like, how the fuck did I come up? But it was before all this.
It's when you were working out consistently and
just getting
having
out
regular
and
life.
experiencing shit. Whereas now I'm not. And so
it's
it's
just dull and boring.
and that's kind of what I meant by people, like, it's settling now, where people don't remember exactly what it felt like to be in a life where you could just go
you just
out
mean
and do things.
firsthand experience.
Yeah. It's sad. It's really sad. And I don't I'm not a firm believer in it will go back to normal. It'll be some variation of normal.
I think after a vaccine happens, it'll go back to pretty much normal.
That's fair. Swine flu was kind of like that, where it didn't really.
Swine flu didn't get nearly like this, but
it didn't get like this, but it killed a similar amount of people, if I'm not mistaken.
500,000.
What?
The COVID's up at 500,000 now.
That's a big number.
Yeah,
I want to Google
that's
that.
worldwide.
That's something I want to Google.
That's worldwide. 500,000.
Swine flu deaths versus COVID.
I don't think swine flu deaths were super crazy.
It killed a lot of people.
Did it?
It did.
But did it kill like flu level people or like?
I don't have internet apparently now. Oh no, there we go. COVID-19 deaths compared with swine flu. Thanks, internet.
What's the URL say?
Reddit? No.
Not exists.
No, it's CBE. It looks like a UK or a European news site.
Okay.
The internet's being fucking shitty right now. I'm connected. There we go. Oh my god. 575,000 people died of H1N1.
Of the swine flu. What year? That's overall.
Yeah. 80% of the virus deaths. 80% of them are under 65.
Okay.
The
so
age
it's
of
way
65.
worse. But that's overall 500,000, right? And it says estimated 150 to 500.
575. Yeah, that's fair. I'm just trying to quickly read all this information here. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to look up now COVID.
Well, yeah,
COVID.
Yeah, it's up there.
Death toll.
That's Canada.
Oh, I'm like 8,000.
Yeah. Over on the side there.
I got worldwide. 600,000.
Yeah.
So it is over swine.
It was over 500,000 for sure. But but 14 million people have had it.
Yeah, and 80% of people who died of swine flu were under the age of 65.
Yeah, that's
lethal.
Much more terrible.
That is a lethal virus. Whereas COVID's kind of, most of its deaths are probably from elderly, unhealthy people.
Unhealthy people.
Yeah.
It's culling the herd.
Yeah.
Can't say that though.
Culling the herd. That was a big thing from Far Cry 5.
Yeah, but they were doing it a bit differently.
Yeah. They're making a Far Cry 6.
Of course they are. Yeah, I saw that actually.
It looks good actually.
The bad guy from
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Gus Fring or whatever from Breaking Bad. It actually looks pretty cool.
That's a good move.
It looks cool.
It's a good move.
I think it's going to be a good one. They actually took some time with this one.
We'll see.
Far Cry 5 was sick.
It was sick for a couple months.
Yeah, it wasn't a play over. Like I played it over once, I think. It wasn't like a play forever though.
No. There wasn't enough bad guys.
The bad guys were too dumb.
And they were dumb as
the thing was there was a lot of bad guys and they respawned all the time, but they were dumb. They were so fucking easy to kill. They'd walk out and they'd be like,
what's happening? Yeah, the AIs were brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's classic Ubisoft AI. Yeah. They're all like that. Yeah. Assassin's Creed was like that too, where they're idiots. Mm-hmm. They're just like, oh, you murdered someone right in front of me.
Half decent one.
Oh my god!
They had was the Tom Clancy games, Splinter Cell.
Yeah, Splinter Cell was that decent. That was Ubisoft.
But the thing is they were all so coded out. They only did one thing. They weren't super random.
That's true. They weren't. But that was older games. They were all like that. So at the time, it was very well done, right? Like it wasn't like Metal Gear Solid. Whose footprints are these? Huh? Oh, ring! I love the huh? One guy saying "huh," and all the guards say, "huh?"
They're actually clones.
Yeah, so funny. That was a good game though, for real. That was Metal Gear Solid 3 or whatever for PlayStation 1. Was it 1? I thought it was 3.
One. Yeah,
I thought they had already done a few.
No, that was the first one for PlayStation.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought they already done a few.
No, that was the OG one. That one was solid.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Even just those training missions.
Yeah,
were a lot of fun because you could just fuck around.
Oh yeah. I think we had the training mission one or something.
Yeah. Well, you could just do training where you just do the tutorial, but it was like a computer simulation. There's like these blocks and guards, and you just practiced, and it was fucking.
Yeah,
you
that's
just fuck around.
Fun for the 90s.
Well, yeah. You just fuck around.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Now it's like if somebody tried to put that out as a game now, you'd be like,
fuck that. That's an iPhone game,
right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm dry.
Dry.
Yeah.
I just don't want to talk about all that shit. Like Chambalot's getting Me Too'd.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was because of that Billy Kenny guy. What's his artist name?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is either. I'm gonna Google that. Billy Kenny.
Yeah,
I don't know why the internet's crawling for me.
Kenny.
Yeah, I thought it was Billy Kenny. I think I've got the article here on EDM.com.
Probably. I think his DJ name is just Billy Kenny.
For real?
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue who that is.
Yeah, same.
That can't be him. Is it him? Yeah, that's him. He looks like a fucking creeper.
Yeah, that's not a good picture. That's for sure.
Oh, they probably picked that on purpose.
Yeah, of course. Yours is just not working.
Yeah, yours is. That's weird that you're getting a fine connection.
Yeah, it
I'm
must
not.
be something to do with your RAM. Just getting caught up in that or
Oh, probably. That would make sense.
something. You got to bring your input box.
Oh, word. Yeah,
and then we can just plug this into that, and then this will handle all that.
Actually, yeah. No, that's how that would work. Yeah, we should try that. We should definitely try that. Yeah, it's only just coming up now.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal. So he's just Billy Kenny, hey?
I guess so.
Well, do you want to know a funny story about that?
What's that?
So I guess it started out by them getting fucking Me Too because they supported the artist, because what happened was they were allegedly aware of Shambhala. They were aware of his particular misconduct or his harassment, and so they assigned a task force to just watch him, but they kept hiring him.
And a task force of who?
Just people to monitor him.
Okay.
But the reason people are getting pissed off, I guess, is because they were aware and just kept hiring him and assigned this task force.
Well, aware of that something might be happening? Or?
No, they were aware.
Oh, okay.
They assigned the task force to watch for sexual harassment.
Oh, so they're just like keep an eye on him, but they keep hiring him?
Yeah. So I guess that's why people are pissed off. So that's understandable, right? Like, wouldn't it have been just a smarter move to just not hire the fucking guy? Like, I feel like once it happened, you just be like, nah, brah, you're not coming back. Like, that would be way fucking easier. Like, who the fuck is Billy Kenny?
Yeah, I don't know. But I still don't. I can't find out if it says allegations everywhere.
Yeah, it's not proof.
I don't know. This is why I don't want to talk about any of this stuff, because
it's not proof.
How do you know? Yeah. How do you know?
But the thing that's because like sexual harassment proof, I don't even know if that exists.
Yeah, but that's the other thing. That's
I don't even know if that exists.
I was talking to Ashley the other day.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what she says too. It's like, how do you get proof for that? And that's like
that's the double-edged sword. That's the other side of it. Is like proving sexual harassment is damn near impossible. Like unless you were literally caught in the act with camera.
Yeah, somebody was filming it or something.
Which is like, that's unreasonable because it happens a lot. Like,
yeah, exactly. It has to
and
be more
it's not being filmed.
Obviously, yeah.
Because generally people doing that shit are making sure they're not being filmed. So it is tough to prove. But again, I will reiterate, I do not feel that a story told over an IG message is fucking proof.
Yeah.
It's not proof.
That's what I was wondering. And I think that's kind of what it said here, is the same kind of thing. It was just somebody showed a message.
Oh, yeah. And that's what they call grooming or whatever, when you're like, oh, is that like the story? Yeah. In 2007, I was hanging out with Billy Kelly at Shambhala, and
I guess, yeah, but then it says the dude apologized, so I don't know. That's like basically admitting to it. So I don't know.
I think a public apology is standard.
I have no idea.
Which is dangerous now. I don't.
Yeah.
I think people need to rethink that, because I don't know. Apologies are now just admissions. They're not
They
apologies
are.
anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not saying sorry. You're saying I did it. Like
Mhm.
no one takes a public apology as
Yeah.
an apology.
Yeah, because a public apology is, yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants a public apology. Nobody
Yeah.
wants that. Nobody's no one's pointing at you for a public apology. That's not what they're doing. They want you canceled. They want you to not make money anymore and have to, I don't know, move to fucking Lisbon or something.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they want. What do they, like, what does a cancel culture? I think they just want
They want you
gone.
they want you gone.
Mhm.
They don't want to see you ever again,
Mhm.
which is like intense.
I heard an interesting take on that Facebook kind of promotes that idea because you can just block or delete somebody on Facebook. So
Yeah.
people are just trying to do it in real life.
It
and just
encouraged coddling.
Mhm.
It encouraged the fact that, hey, if you don't like someone, you never have to see them again,
Mhm.
which is not realistic.
No, not in reality.
No, because if you live in a small town and someone in your neighborhood pisses you off, you can't just murder them.
No, exactly.
You-
You're gonna see them at the grocery store.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to be civil. Like how many old school men, like fucking old school dads are like, deal with it,
Mhm.
bro. You gotta fucking man up, which people hate on that
Well,
phrase
yeah,
too.
You
But
can't say that anymore.
I don't know,
right?
man. I agree
No,
with that
I agree
phrase.
with it. I'm just saying politically you can't. Like,
I think you should be able to tell a woman to man up too.
primarily, yeah.
I get that it has a negative connotation to it,
Mhm.
right? That
There's got to be a better way to say the same thing.
buck up. That's what I
Yeah,
say.
yeah, that's
I
a
say
good one.
buck up all the time.
That's a good one because although that's just buck is just male.
I guess it is,
It's just man up.
but it's different because it doesn't sound like man up.
no, it
It's
doesn't.
a sneaky
It's
way
a
to say
sneaky
it.
one. But
I didn't think about that though. I guess you're right. Buck
Any
is a
crazy
male
lefty
deer.
would destroy you for saying it.
Buck up?
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah, they would figure it out.
Yeah.
They would break it down and make a whole video
Which
about it.
That's very interesting because I didn't even notice that. So I would say buck up, get canceled
Mhm.
without even fucking realizing what I was doing, which is duh, that happens, right? But
Mhm.
I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that
you didn't. No,
internally,
exactly. No,
But totally, you can be saying something and not realize what you're
well,
saying.
it's just because it's so easy for somebody to try and cancel you.
Well, that's the thing is humans say stupid shit all the time.
Mhm.
They talk. Every human does.
Oh,
So
of
like to
course.
cancel someone off of something they said is insane.
Mhm.
Like the people who are canceling people, how many fucking dumb things have they said?
Oh, probably numerous more
Tons.
than.
They just don't have anything to lose, so it doesn't matter.
Mhm. And I think it's also like TV is portrayed people that
That's perfect.
perfect because they're always reading off a script,
Scripted,
so
yeah.
people think that that's how people actually communicate, but they don't.
It's very cool to watch. Something that is nice to bring up is it's cool to watch comedians play such a huge role in this battle of all of it. They seem to be for the last 5 years they've been involved in all of it because it's all
Well, yeah,
it all kind of
Carlin
ties
and-
into free speech in a sense where like even canceling someone off of one thing they said is their comedians fight against that because comedians say terrible shit all the time.
Mhm.
But I think the thing that they're pushing with is that not everything is scripted.
Oh yeah.
So they'll
course,
post, like
yeah.
Andrew Scholes will post his crowd work where it's not scripted.
Yeah,
and
it's
he
not
says
scripted
some
at all.
horrible shit and
Yeah,
people
but
don't
people
laugh.
Well, sometimes, but a lot of times people laugh.
A lot of people, but he's been doing it for like forever.
I'm sure all the stuff he hasn't posted, there's times where people haven't laughed.
And even the stuff he does post, there were things he said where he was trying to get a laugh and it didn't work.
Mhm.
And it's cool. People should post that more, I think.
Oh yeah.
Because it
It's happening more for
yeah,
sure.
it shows you that like not everything's scripted. People say things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
And
don't
the
know.
internet needs to get a little bit more real.
Well, podcasts are helping that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Because it's it's a long form, real conversation where it's unscripted.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
But people are getting banned for it.
Well, the funny thing is that you can say horrible shit on TikTok. Nobody's getting canceled on TikTok.
Yeah, but
not
if
huge on
somebody would
TikTok.
take the TikTok video and put it on Twitter, and it would go viral
Then it
on
would get
Twitter,
canceled.
and you'd. Yeah.
So maybe TikTok is just less left leaning.
TikTok is just China, and it's harder to search things on it.
That's true.
So you're only
There's
getting
something to
stuff for
that.
your algorithm.
There's
So it's
something
not
to
gonna, you're
that.
not going to get pissed off because you're
That's
only
'cause
getting
you
your
can just
algorithm.
skip it and then never see it again.
Yeah. Actually,
There's something to that.
Tom's wife says that you're only allowed to like things that are completely gross. So it's
Really?
it's the way to hack the
Oh, that's
TikTok
hilarious.
algorithm.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that.
So somebody shitting on themselves, you like?
You can control it.
Yeah. Oh
Like
yeah.
that
You
too.
just don't like. Yeah.
That's what I did. So Amber is a big fan of TikTok, and she uses a lot, but she fucking like her feed's brutal.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts. It's the worst.
Drives you nuts, but does she enjoy it?
I asked her
Yeah.
recently because it drives me nuts. It's fucking garbage. It's all stupid garbage, and it drives me nuts. And I asked her, I'm like, do you actually enjoy your feed, like what you're getting? She's like, meh. I'm like, do you want to try my feed? She's like, yeah. And she tried it, and she was fucking laughing like all the time. Because what I did is I'd only like shit that I truly like. I actually laughed out loud at.
Yeah.
And now I just get bangers.
I liked a cat video once, and now I get a whole bunch of cat videos.
Yeah, it really does listen to what you like. So
Yeah.
if you think of if you go in, because I went into it thinking that way, where I'm like, okay, because I go into all social media that way, where likes actually matter. I don't just hand out likes because the algorithm listens to that, right? So I literally only like shit that I would laugh out. Like if I audibly laughed,
Yeah.
I'd like it.
It was worth it.
And so
yeah.
now I just get fucking endless bangers
That's
where I'm
dope.
just laughing all the time. And so I kind of wish I did that with Instagram, but it's kind of too late.
It's not too late. Instagram doesn't really work the same way though.
No, it doesn't listen to what you like. It listens to
No,
what
it
you like more.
totally tailors your feed pretty hard.
Yeah. Oh, well, Facebook bought it.
Yeah, after that it went bad. Yeah,
I barely remember Instagram before Facebook because that was in like 2015, wasn't it?
it was a simpler time.
It was like
There was
2015
a lot
when
less
that happened,
people
right?
on it. I don't know. I think it was out before that.
No, I think Facebook bought it in like 2015.
Yeah, probably something like that.
2014, 2015.
Something like that. Yeah.
It was when I was in high school.
Yeah, I really don't remember.
Yeah.
It was a thing at one point.
Skibbity bop. How long have we been doing it?
I don't know.
1 hour.
We're dragging through this one.
Yeah, it's not coming easy. But again, lack of inspiration. We're cooped up inside.
Yeah,
you know,
100%. It would be nice to.
to have shit to talk about.
Yep, it really would.
Yeah, like literally all I can say is I was in my house again and I woke up and then I had coffee and then
I went to work,
but
but at my house.
yeah, I didn't go anywhere. I went to the next room and then sat down for 8 hours and then got up.
And that's it.
And then I did that again the next day.
For 5 days straight.
And then on the weekend I wake up at the same time because I've been
Because you have to.
normalizing my schedule. And then I get up and go into the exact same room,
And
but 2 feet away, and sit down at my studio computer for 8 hours. And then I get up.
We're drones. We're drones
Yeah.
controlled by the computers.
I did end up spending like 8 hours mixing that track, though, yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, you got far on it, so that's dope.
Yeah, I like that I have like
A checklist now?
Yeah, it's like progressing through the levels of a video game, like you said.
Yeah.
You're just like, so I did leveling first, and then panning, and now I'm on to EQ and compression, and then I'm going to do coloring, which will become a racist term soon, I'm sure. Just like urban, it'll go the way of urban
Definitely.
coloring. Well, but I'll do some coloring, like adding flangers and or like a saturation or whatever,
And stuff like that,
and then mastering. So I feel like that's a good progression. This is my first try of that.
yeah.
But
That's
I feel like it's going to
basically
be
how you should do
Yeah.
it. And then you just get faster and better at it, and then eventually you'll be able to hammer it, mix it on in a day.
Yeah. I've never been able to focus on the steps very well, but now I'm actually naming my projects that way, and it's helping me kind of focus. So what I'll do is I'll do track name and then dash and then the step I'm in. So like leveling or levels, and then
That's
dash
a lot
1,
of work.
dash 2.
Oh, you mean just the project?
Just the project
Oh,
name.
okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just
I
the
thought you
project
meant the
The track names?
The
No,
stems
God,
and stuff.
no.
Yeah,
Fuck that. No, just and it's helped me kind of, because as soon as I jump into it, I don't get sidetracked because I look for the title and I'm like, oh, I'm on panning. And so then I just jump into it again and then just pan. And then I go top to bottom because I've already laid out my track prioritized, right? Where drums are at the top and it goes down.
Yeah. It's got to be kind of organized for sure.
Yeah, so you can just go top to bottom and level, and then top to bottom pan, and then top to bottom compress and EQ. That'll be a little more difficult though. EQing is important for this one. I
Yeah.
didn't do much EQ work.
Well, it's good to save it for last anyway.
Yeah, I really want to carve out specific places for each sound.
Yeah, but that you can do. Your final EQ does
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like the correctional is the only stuff that you need.
I usually fuck my song up with a final EQ, like a master EQ.
You got to be real. You got to do very
Really
small
conservative,
dips
yeah.
and,
But
like,
even then,
very high
I end
resonance.
up hating it and deleting it.
Yeah.
I never know if it's my
Like
ears.
you can do a 1 dB cut.
Yeah.
With a super high resonance at like.
I would
one
never
frequency.
do more than 1 dB.
Yeah. No.
ever
Exactly. Yeah.
on a master EQ, really, just because it's too extreme.
Yeah. It's too extreme.
But even with those small changes, I usually end up hating it. I don't know
Or
why.
you mean a master? I just mean on the track.
No, I
Like
mean a
each track.
master.
No, I don't mean an master. I just mean like if you're cutting out a frequency of a sound, you
Yeah,
can do that
yeah.
on the last E EQ.
I've been working more with sidechain compression, or not sidechain. Sorry, just like frequency compression, because a lot of this stuff isn't permanent. It's not a permanent problem.
Yeah.
It only comes out sometimes. So I'll just put like even just Ableton's compressor and just use the EQ with the bell curve, and then just
take
do.
out a frequency.
It works way better than I thought it would, because it just fixes the problem ones where it does it like once here or there, and then it just compresses when that hits, right? If you just dial in your threshold. I did it on that track for the main sound because it clicks like a motherfucker. Like because the attack on the synth was really low.
Yeah.
Because it gave it, like, it was a lot more punch.
Mm-hmm.
And I really didn't want to lose that, so I just left it.
You took the click and had to.
But then once I hit mixing phase, it was driving me fucking insane. So what I did is I put a click track, like with a click sound, and then sidechained it really harshly so that every initial hit is being pulled back, sidechaining to this click sample. And then I do another bell curve compression on the high end to kind of take away from that click.
Yeah.
Yeah, the attack clicks. Because you can't get rid of those.
No, those are tough.
Yeah, for like plucks,
Yeah, that's
you
really,
can't get rid of those.
Yeah, you'll start to chop off the beginning of the pluck.
Yeah, and then it just sounds floppy. Like it just
Yeah.
sounds fucking weak. So I left it and was like, this is a problem for future me.
That's shitty.
It's working out okay.
Yeah, as long as you got it with that
Yeah.
compression trick.
I did everything I could in the production phase
Yeah.
without.
Well, I didn't notice it, so
Really?
I didn't notice any clicks like that.
Nice. That's dope. Of course I notice them because I'm.
Well, yeah, because you've been listening to it
Yeah.
for a million times.
Actually, this is one track I haven't gotten sick of yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's a good.
I think it's
track.
like simple
It's
enough where
also,
I'm just like, yeah.
You're getting it through it pretty quick.
Yeah, I let it sit for a while.
Yeah, that's good too, though.
Yeah, I let it sit for like 2 weeks. That one you're doing sounds good. I like the idea. I really like the idea of different rooms for each part. That's creative. That's like creative theme work, and it's not something people do very often. Or
Yeah,
at all.
I don't know if I've ever heard it done. I just kind of the idea came to me, and I'm just like, oh, cool, I'll try that.
It's encouraged. Most people encourage against it because it is multiple themes in a song. But I think it's a cool idea.
The song was simple enough that it wasn't too difficult to chop the little bit out that I needed to
Yeah,
put in
yeah.
a separate space.
The thing about electronic music is that it's not natural, and everybody knows that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the whole point of reverb was to make a natural space for sounds. But
well, we're not doing that
No,
anymore.
no.
Look at Rhythm.
Yeah, nobody gives a
Nobody's
fuck.
doing that.
So
There's
the
just
idea
different
of-
styles of music.
The idea of multiple reverbs in a track is cool because reverb has just become an effect now. It's just another, it's like a flanger or a fucking phaser. It's just, it's just something to use as that. So definitely different rooms throughout the song for different themes is cool. Something I'll think about too. I've been delving into reverb or delay and a lot more now. Trying to figure out.
Delay is very useful.
It's very useful. It's hard to use properly.
Well, you can
really
use it a bunch of
fuck
different
up your
ways.
shit. I'm trying to use it properly. I made a sidechain insert. Though.
What are you using it on?
Well, I really want to put it on the plucks in that track, just a really light one, but it takes away a lot from the impact.
Did you duplicate it? Do the same idea with the reverb and make a hard delayed one, and then have your original sound, and then just
Yeah,
mix
I'd have to bounce out because it's like right now it's in 12 stems. The sound, the pluck.
Yeah.
I'd have to like record it out
Yeah.
and then duplicate
And
it
then
because that
add
would just
the-
be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, you can't do that.
But the
without
fun-
taking the previous steps.
Yeah. The funny thing is when I record out all the stems though, it sounds different.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't sound the same. I can't really place what it is.
What did you? Yeah, that makes sense. It does that sometimes. How are you bouncing it?
I wasn't bouncing it. I was just recording it to an audio track.
Oh yeah, that will change. I would bounce it. Bounce your
Group?
Just go in when
Well, I'll
you
try
render. Just
just the select a track or
select
whatever.
track, and then just solo your group.
Yeah.
Just so it only does that one, and then
Yeah, cool. I'll try that because I just recorded it to like direct out from the group into another track.
you get latency things that go on.
Yeah, it just lost oomph. It just lost
Mm.
some of its power when I did that, and so I just
Did
gave
you try
up.
just turning it back up a little bit?
Yeah, it wasn't volume. It
It was
was
something
like
else,
it was
yeah.
just it was just energy. It just
Something got
was
compressed.
floppy. It was it just lost its. It must have been some sort of compression that happened. I don't know. I've been working minus 12 dBs with all gain coming into Ableton now. Works pretty well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
'Cause you
want
come-
that headroom.
Well, yeah, you come out in the end with a lot of headroom. Plus, your plugins definitely act different, way different.
So sorry, your 12 dB. Like you added a gain tool, right?
No, I
You're
turned on
talking about
samples.
stems. Yeah, you're talking about stems.
Yeah. Well, no, just like in the production phase, when I like any samples, anything I'm using,
Yeah.
even Serum,
Mhm.
I won't go in over minus 12 into Ableton.
Yeah, but do you use the master on Serum?
Yeah.
Or? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've dialed it in. It's like masters at 44%, comes in at minus
I
12.
like 44%.
Yeah,
Actually,
it comes in at minus 12 around there
Hmm.
for the master level. So I've been doing that on all my synths, and everything going into Ableton goes minus 12 in, and it seems to be a lot more even and more controllable. You're able to kind of control the
Yeah.
volume and the gain
Yeah, it
a
doesn't
lot
get too
better.
Crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just fucking riffing.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm totally
Fade in.
zoned out today.
Fade in. Ugh. But yeah, this is all fucking nerd shit. It's not very exciting.
No, but that's okay. I mean,
Particular.
we need to start building an audience, right? So we should stick with the stuff that we're good at.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about that recently for the podcast. Is like to keep it organic, we have to actually talk about shit we're interested in. So if
Yeah.
we don't want to talk about Shambhala getting Me Too'd or whatever,
Yeah. That's just close to music, music-y news.
well, yeah, and we did end up talking about it a little bit because an organic conversation ensued. But
Mhm.
like, if we're not interested to talk about it, we shouldn't fucking force it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We shouldn't be forcing topics. You're right, though. Looking for news on Sunday is not bright. I didn't really think about that too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, we'll think about it and
Yeah.
kind of revamp a plan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well.
Nice. Almost made it through a whole podcast without Matthew burping.
A pertcast.
Pertcast.
Pert.
Struggled with that one. Yeah, I'm flopping. It's quarter after, or like a.
Yeah, I mean, we can quit now. I don't
I gotta go to
care.
the bathroom too. So.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't care. We can stop. We probably got an hour of conversation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you want, I don't know how it'll work because it'll be a different resolution from the phone footage you got,
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll play around with it. See
Yeah.
what we got.
because we could put what we did in the studio in the beginning.
Yeah,
For
or the
one.
end even.
Yeah, or the
Or
end.
whatever.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Anyways, I think we're signing off.
Signing off. I'm Day Trip, and that's Diplo.
I'm actually neurotic, guys. Please don't go to Diplo's page. I know we look similar, but please go to my page. All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Oh, I got pissed. Oh, I got the whole podcast from that angle too. So.
Oh.